As that countdown ticks on here, 14 hours, 15 minutes and some change. We still have team coverage for tonight's championship. A win will likely set off some massive celebrations on the UConn campus, maybe everywhere. Campus officials, though, want students and fans to do everything safely.
Your reporter, Anna Stansfield, live in stores this morning, showing us what's being done to keep everyone safe. Good morning, Anna.
Well, good morning, guys. One of the biggest changes when you walk around campus, you're not going to see many light poles. Most of them at this point have been covered up with traffic cones that are now drilled into the ground ahead of tonight's expected celebrations before any students can even think about climbing on top of them. For days, preparations on UConn's campus have been underway ahead of tonight's tip-off. In the past, after a big Husky win in the NCAA tournament, we've seen students try and climb or take down light poles, some of them even arrested afterwards. To keep everyone safe tonight, a UConn spokesperson says, quote, "This is the third time they've removed the lamppost and it has proven effective, along with an increased security presence and student messaging. We're expecting to see a lot more law enforcement out here tonight, and some students tell us they can understand why campus officials are taking these precautions."
After the games, everyone can get a little excited and they maybe start doing things they shouldn't be doing.
Now, back in 2024, the last time the men's team won, UConn police arrested 6 people on campus during those post-game celebrations, and that's, of course, exactly what they're trying to prevent come tonight. I'm your reporter live in stores, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.